Outside Health and Fitness Podcast, episode 126. How to bike safely and more road cycling tips.
Welcome to the Outside Health and Fitness Podcast. We're getting outside the box, outside our comfort zone, and outside and in shape. If you're bored with the same old fitness routine at the gym and you're ready to try something new, then this is the show for you. We're exploring new and fun ways to get fit on the trail, on the water, on the slopes, and outside.
Hi, this is Steve Stearns from Outside Health and Fitness, and thank you for joining me for another episode of the Outside Health and Fitness Podcast. If you're new to the show, we like to stay fit and active by having fun outside. We like to ride, slide, run, walk, hike, bike, golf, golf, swim, and ski. If it's fun outside and it keeps us healthy, we love it. So if you're like us and you like to have fun outside, then you found the right place. Einstein once said that life is like a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. How true. And the great thing is, when you keep moving on a bicycle, you get healthy and fit too. It's estimated that there are over 9 million bike trips made in the U.S. every day. That's a lot of pedal power, and a large percentage of those trips are made for fun and exercise. So in today's show, we'll talk about why cycling is a great way to get in shape outside, and what to check before every ride to stay safe on the road, and more road cycling tips for having healthy fun on your bike.
OutsideHealthandFitness.com.
So why is cycling such a great outdoor sport? Well, as a low-impact cardio workout, cycling has many benefits. Some benefits like weight loss, improved heart health, and better muscle tone are obvious, while others may be a bit more obscure, but amazing nevertheless. For example, if you have trouble sleeping, cycling may be just what the doctor ordered. Researchers from Stanford University of Medicine found that people who had insomnia got great results after riding just 20 to 30 minutes every other day. In fact, it cut the time it took them to fall asleep in half. Also, exercising outside and being exposed to daylight can help with your circadian rhythms, reduce your stress, and limit cortisol, which prevents you from getting a deep, restorative sleep. With better sleep comes better energy, and cycling regularly has been shown to help with this too. Why? Well, cycling triggers your brain to release dopamine, which is linked to energy. A recent study found participants experienced an increase of 20% in overall energy, while at the same time decreasing fatigue by 65%. And they did it just by pedaling at a moderate pace 3 times a week. So getting out for a ride several times a week is great for your health. In fact, I've only talked about a fraction of the benefits associated with biking. I'll have more in the show notes for this episode if you want to check them out. Now, before you hit the road, it's important to take some precautions and do sort of a pre-flight checklist. So one of the most important things to check actually happens long before you ride. You need to make sure your bike is the right size when you buy it. Riding a bike that's too large or small can be uncomfortable and dangerous. You should be able to put one leg on each side of the top bar tube of your bike with both feet flat on the ground. Otherwise, the bike isn't safe to ride. Next, make sure that your tires are properly inflated. Road tires typically require 80 to 130 psi. Mountain bike tires are 30 to 50, and hybrid tires are 50 to 70 psi. Inspect your quick release mechanism to be sure they are solid and working properly. If not, your front wheel could come off, and I don't have to tell you how dangerous that could be. So most quick release systems are curved, and when you lock the handle, it should be in the upright position. A tight, quick release will leave a little indent in your palm from the pressure when you close it. Once your quick release is closed, pick up the front of your bike and bang on the front tire, just to be sure it's not loose and it's not going to drop out. Next on your list is to check that your tires are true. It's a good idea to get a bike mechanic to true up your wheels at the beginning of every season. Then, before each ride, inspect your tires by picking up the front of your bike and spinning the wheel to look for any wobble. Do the same thing with the back wheel. And while you have your tire off the ground and spinning, check your brakes to make sure that you'll be able to stop out on the road. If you're riding with children, choose bikes that brake when you pedal backwards. A lot of younger kids just aren't big enough or they don't have the strength to use handbrakes yet. If you find that your tires are flat, not true, your quick locks don't check out, or your brakes don't work, I'll have free downloadable guides in the show notes to help you fix these situations and get back on the road. So now that your bike has been checked out and you're ready to roll, we should talk about a few safety precautions and tips for riding on the road. The first is to be sure you're riding in the same direction as traffic and obey all traffic laws. Stop at the lights, yield to pedestrians, stop for school buses. When you're biking and obeying the same traffic laws as cars, you're more predictable and less likely to be injured in an accident. When you're a biker, it's really hard for drivers to see you, so make sure that you wear colorful and reflective clothing. Bright clothing and bright colors like yellow, green, orange that help you stand out and be more visible will help keep you safe. Another important thing to wear is a helmet, and it can reduce your risk of head injury by up to 85%. Select a helmet that's sized properly for your head and is labeled CPSC certified or Snell or ANSI approved. I'm going to have a video in the show notes for this episode that demonstrates the proper way to size and wear a helmet for maximum protection. On my hands, I like to wear gloves when I ride, and that's to protect my hands in the event of a fall. Now, many people like those fingerless biking gloves. I actually prefer full gloves, but whatever you like, it can be an advantage in a crash to have gloves protecting your hands. And speaking of hands, get in the habit of using hand signals to indicate turns and stopping. Again, this makes you more predictable and communicates your intentions to other drivers on the road. Hand signals are simple and easy to learn. Extending your left arm and pointing to the left means you're making a left turn. With your left arm out bent at the elbow and pointing up, you're heading to the right. And with your left arm out bent at the elbow and pointing down, you're preparing to stop. Finally, stay alert and use all your senses on the road. Watch for cars pulling out of roadways, backing up, and scan the road ahead for obstacles or potholes. I like to ride with sunglasses to improve visibility and protect my eyes from dust on the road. In addition to your eyes, use your ears and listen for horns, signals, and other sounds that indicate traffic. Riding with your earbuds in is not a good idea. It takes away your ability to hear important sounds on the road that can keep you safe. So there's almost nothing more fun for kids of all ages than riding a bike. It's a fantastic workout. It provides numerous health benefits. And take steps to ensure that you have the right bike. It's fully functional and you're following the proper safety tips to have fun outside on your bike. Stop by OutsideHealthandFitness.com/BikeSafe. That's BIKESAFE, all one word, for links to everything that we talked about in the show today and more information, including a free downloadable biker's safety guide and guides to help you make minor adjustments to your bike. While you're there, click on any of the icons to easily subscribe to the show or leave a review. And be sure to sign up for our free weekly newsletter to stay up to date with more information on getting outside and in shape. Well, that wraps up another episode of the Outside Health and Fitness Podcast. I hope you got something of value from the show today that helps you get outside and in shape. For more on taking your health and fitness outside, visit OutsideHealthandFitness.com and subscribe to the show. Until next time, I'll see you outside.